My ex texted me after learning I was going to a musical the same date time as them. Am I overreacting? I didn't think I should have to adjust my plans with someone I may add because they didn't feel comfortable being in the same space as me. I'm not changing my plans because you can't handle seeing me in the theater full of people.
If you want to be friends and I don't, then we're not friends, and that's it.
Right.
This is an Unsolicited Perspectives YouTube exclusive.
All right, Jay. For this episode, this clip, this video, another Am I Overreacting? I love them.
They're very good.
They're very good. I love them. So
because
this
I
one,
almost exclusively support whoever's writing.
well,
I'm gonna be honest.
I think you're going to support the one who's writing about this one as well.
Yeah.
Because once again, focus on boundaries.
Mhm.
So this Reddit post is I titled this, "What's the proper etiquette for exes?"
Yeah.
So here's the post. My ex texted me after learning I was going to a musical the same day time as them. Am I overreacting? I didn't think I should have to adjust my plans with someone I may add because they didn't feel comfortable being in the same space as me. I made plans well in advance. I understand they took off work, but you just don't talk to me or come over to me. Okay, this person didn't write good at English.
No.
Am I tripping? And that can tell me right now by that context of what they said of who actually wrote this. Am I tripping?
Mhm.
Please tell me if I'm wrong here. I think this was a ridiculous request to be coming from someone who I know would never change their plans for me if I was in their shoes. To add, they broke up with me out of the blue. I literally have been nothing but nice to them. So I don't see a reason why I feel like I should be uncomfortable in the same room with me. Like, bro, I don't expect you to talk to me. Oh goodness, just didn't proofread this at all. Anyway,
No.
here's what their text message exchange was. He sent to her, "Hey, I heard you might be going to the Saturday matinee for Little Mermaid. I'm not super comfortable being in the same space as you currently. I took the day off work and can't really change my plans. If you wouldn't mind going to a different show, I would really appreciate it." It was a nicely worded request at the very least. This was her response. Respectfully, no. I'm not changing my plans because you can't handle seeing me in the theater full of people. You don't have to sit near me or talk to me. I'm going to the 2 p.m. show and you can plan accordingly.
Yeah,
So-
I think that's fair. Basically, what she was saying is, I made plans well in advance. I understand you took off work, but just don't talk to me or come over to me.
Right.
Like, it's not that hard. We're in a theater full of people. Don't come over here. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Watch the movie. I don't understand. You might not even see me in there.
Might not.
If you come in and the lights are already out, you might not even see me in there.
Or guess what? Well, maybe I'm surrounded by movie theaters, right? Like there's like 4 or 5 different movie theaters within a 5 to 10 mile radius that I could go to.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe they don't have multiple movie theaters in their area, but if they do, just go to another movie theater.
Right. Or, she's going to the 2:00 show is not the only matinee show.
It's not.
There's
probably a 12.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
probably a 4. Like, it's not the only matinee show. And if you took the day off work, then you can literally go anytime. And also, it's the Little Mermaid. I need you to chill out.
They've been waiting their whole life to see the Little Mermaid.
Nah, I need everybody to chill out. No, I don't think she's overreacting. We literally don't have to acknowledge each other's existence whatsoever. She's fully prepared to not do that. First of all, if I'm the one that got broken up with,
Yeah. Mind you
and
broke up with me.
Mind you broke up with me. So I am fine being in the same theater as you because I'm not going to talk to you. I'm pretty much going to treat you like I treat every other person in that theater, like they don't exist, because they don't have nothing to do with me.
Right.
So you don't have anything to do with me. So, and first of all, how you know about my plans anyway? Hey, I heard you might be going to the Saturday matinee or the Little Mermaid. How you know about my plans anyway? Mind your
Stalk,
business.
stalker much. So I have a
Thank you.
different scenario because I completely agree with you. She's not overreacting, but I have a completely different, not a completely different scenario, but an interesting scenario. So I dated a woman for 3 years. You know who I'm talking about.
Mhm.
And we broke up. This is when I was bartending, and we broke up. We broke up on a weekend. I'm working on a Wednesday.
Mhm.
On that Wednesday, there's another restaurant right across from the bar that I'm working at. And
Mhm.
and it had outdoor seating, and I could see the outdoor seating from my bar position.
Yeah.
My ex, along with her friend, decided to go to that restaurant, sit outside directly across from where my station was, and she knew where my station was.
Yeah.
And then proceed, because there was tinted in the window, so they couldn't really see me seeing them, but they could see the
Mhm.
shadow of me, but I could see them clearly.
Mhm.
Then proceed to consistently try to look in to see if I'm there. Pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, look, there was a million different outside seating arrangements that you could have done. You didn't necessarily have to go to that restaurant. It's not like you liked that restaurant. It was Champs.
Yeah.
And she was
Oh,
real prissy, right? It was Champs.
Champs.
It was Champs.
Ch-
Which, don't get me wrong, Champs has some good food.
Yeah, I mean, you get you a good burger and watch the game at Champs, but Champs ain't 5-star
Right.
fare.
So she sat there with her friend looking in, and it was a messy breakup,
Yeah.
right? And I was just like, yo, this is not cool. Fast
Yeah.
forward, probably about 3, 4, 5 months later, she comes into the restaurant in which I'm working, knows what my schedule is, sits behind the bar with the current dude that she's dating. And the bar back at the time was like, yo, your ex is back here with some dude. I was like, yeah, that's probably the dude she's dating. But how dare she come in here
Yeah.
and do
That
something like that?
is completely different. That is purposeful. This is, she ain't know nothing about his plans. He found out her plans,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's like, yeah, I don't want you to do that. No, you don't work at that theater. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if your scenario, that's absolutely crossing a line and a
Yeah.
boundary. Like, you're being messy right now.
Why don't you want to be friends? Because you're a horrible human being for what the
Yes.
things you did. No, I don't
Yes.
want to be friends with you.
No, I don't want to be your friend.
But it brings a bigger question. What is the proper etiquette when you break up with somebody? What I typically do, code silence. You ain't hearing or seeing me ever again. If I know
Yeah.
you live in a certain area, I'm not going in. Here are parts in DC that I don't go to.
Yeah.
I haven't seen certain people for 15 years, but they're still, I can't go over there.
Yeah.
I can't go. I'm actually restricted in the city now. I can only go to a couple of spots because I'm
I
not
don't-
trying to run into folks.
I don't take it that far. I don't have a problem. Like, if I run into people that I've dated, oh well, I just act like, if we're in no contact, then I just act like I ain't see you. I think it's the etiquette is whoever has like the most like restrictive idea, just go with that. So like, if one person wants to be friends, the other person doesn't, guess what? Y'all not friends.
Right.
Because both of y'all have to agree to that. It's
Mhm.
like when somebody be like, you're my soulmate. Yeah, I don't feel that way. So that can't be possible. Like, you know what I'm saying? So no, we can't. If you want to be friends and I don't, then we're not friends. And that's it.
Right.
And you just gonna have to respect it. So whoever has the most restrictive thing. But this I think he's tripping. And I don't think she's overreacting.
Well, does it say that it's a he?
Oh no, it doesn't.
So
she uses they them pronouns.
okay, so yeah, we don't know if it was a he.
Yeah,
It
so
could have
this
it could have been a she.
yeah, and that actually feels like it makes more sense because
Yeah. Well, no, men can still go see the Little Mermaid.
no, I mean like, I'm just not super comfortable being in the way it's worded. I'm saying it doesn't really.
Okay.
It seems like it might be two women.
Whether it is or isn't, this is what I do know.
Yeah.
You're not overreacting.
No, I think it's weird.
And I agree with your assessment. If you want to know what the proper etiquette is with an ex, go with the most restrictive.
Mhm.
If one person's saying one thing and you're like, well, no, maybe. No,
Nope.
that's what
It's
it
not gonna
is. You
happen.
can't force people to
No.
do and be what you want them to be.
No.
And that's the reason why I don't go to Northeast DC, Southeast DC, and Southwest DC. I can only be in Northwest now.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I done burned a lot of bridges, but that's neither here nor there. And on that note, this was a YouTube exclusive.
Join the conversation and follow the Unsolicited Perspectives podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio podcasts.